and Cantona has got involved with a fan in the front row.
The Italian manager said he saw the bite mark, and Chiellini said the referee saw the bite mark.
In the 1994 World Cup, right, a Colombian defender, his name was Andres Escobar, scored an own goal on his team by accident. So he went back to his country, went back to Colombia, and he died, bro.
What's the one football moment that you still can't believe happened, even after a dozen replays? A red card in a World Cup final, a scandal that rewrote a league, a night where a superpower collapsed in front of the world. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most shocking moments in football history. Some are controversial, some are historic, and a few tragedies that changed the sport forever. This is about impact, how the world reacted in real time, and how the game still remembers these moments. Number 10. The European Super League implodes in just 2 days. On April 18th of 2021, 12 of Europe's biggest clubs announced the European Super League, a closed shop that would lock in elite status and money. With promotion and relegation basically off the table, the backlash was instant and global.
I think that this breakaway group of teams, this is, for me, a war on football. This is it's a disgrace.
Fans in the streets, legends denouncing it on live TV, governments weighing in on the debate. Within 48 hours, clubs began to withdraw. Statements were walked back. Apologies were issued.
I want to apologize to all the fan supporters of Liverpool Football Club for the disruption I caused over the past 48 hours.
A project launched with a boardroom swagger became a public relations catastrophe. The most short-lived revolution football has ever seen. It was shocking, not just for the idea, but for how fast the entire thing collapsed under the weight of the sports culture. From boardrooms to heartbreak, one moment cost a man's life. Number 9. Andres Escobar's murder after USA 94. Colombia arrived at the 1994 World Cup with huge expectations. Then came the own goal against the USA by defender Andres Escobar. Days after Colombia's early exit, Escobar was shot and killed in Medellin.
On June 22nd in Pasadena's Rose Bowl, the U.S. won a 2-1 game in which Colombia defender Andres Escobar accidentally kicked the ball into his own net. Colombia, one of the favorites going in, was eliminated in the first round. The team returned home on Wednesday to anonymous threats that were carried out.
Football's most devastating reminder that the game can be swallowed by forces outside of it. His death remains a cautionary tale about violence, pressure, and how national obsession can turn toxic. The global shock wasn't about a match. It was about a line that should never have been crossed. Number 8. Eric Cantona's Kung Fu Kick. On January 25th of 1995, Selhurst Park, Manchester United's Eric Cantona is sent off. On his way off the pitch, a Crystal Palace fan begins to heckle him. Cantona responds with the most infamous move in Premier League history, a Kung Fu kick into the stands, followed by punches, and the ban after all of this was massive. The headlines was relentless, yet somehow Cantona returned the next season and he won the league. The incident remains shocking because it's the clearest footage of the line between player and crowd being obliterated in one wild leap with some studs in the air. From a kick to a bite, you know what's coming. Number 7. Luis Suarez bites Giorgio Chiellini. Uruguay versus Italy at the 2014 World Cup. Scramble in the box, tangle of bodies, and Luis Suarez appears to bite Giorgio Chiellini on the shoulder. The slow-mo created disbelief around the world. Then came the anger, then came the backlash, and then came the memes. FIFA handed Suarez a 4-month ban from all football activity and a 9-match international ban. It wasn't his first biting incident, which amplified the shock, and yet after the ban, he reinvented himself at Barcelona as part of one of the deadliest attacks ever. The bite still somehow endures as a surreal moment in the biggest tournament on earth. And up next, we have the scandal that sent a super club down. The Calciopoli scandal. The match-fixing earthquake. In 2006, Italian football was rocked by the Calciopoli scandal, a scandal involving attempts to influence referees' appointments. The fallout was unprecedented. Juventus were relegated to Serie B, stripped of titles, and key figures across Italian football were sanctioned. It was shocking because it reordered a league's history. Trophies were reassigned, reputations were destroyed, and the competitive integrity of Serie A was questioned on a global global stage. And it happened weeks before Italy lifted the World Cup. Miracles happen, but 5,000 to 1 odds? This one, well, it still stands out. Number 5, Leicester City's 5,000 to 1 Premier League title. There are Cinderella stories, and then there's Leicester City in 2015-16, a team that fought relegation the previous season, managed by Claudio Ranieri, tore through the Premier League with counterattack, set-piece precision, and the unbreakable duo of Jamie Vardy and Riyad Mahrez. Bookmarkers had them at 5,000 to 1 odds, and they won it anyway. In a list with scandals and disasters, Leicester's title is a good kind of a shock, the kind that reminds you why people fall in love with the sport in the first place. From dreams to meltdowns, a legend's final act turns red. Number 4, Zinedine Zidane's headbutt in the World Cup final. It was Berlin of 2006. Zinedine Zidane, France's captain, was currently playing the last match that he would ever play. He scores a Panenka in a World Cup final. Then, deep into extra time, he turns and headbutts Marco Materazzi, and he gets a straight red. A generational player ended his career with one of the most infamous images in sport history: the captain walking past the World Cup trophy on his way to the tunnel.
I don't have time to speak, but for me, I'm open. We are old.
Have you not seen him at all since?
No, but
Wow.
we will try.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh, that'll be
we
good
will
then.
see. It's normally what's happened on the pitch, finish on the pitch. In the end of the game, for me, is finished.
Italy won on penalties. The shock wasn't just the act, it was who did it, and when he did it. Now you think that you've seen shock? Try 7 goals in your own backyard. Number 3, Germany beating Brazil 7-1. The World Cup semi-final taking place in Brazil. The Seleção was at home, a nation expecting that they were gonna take the World Cup trophy. Then came the semi-final against Germany. Germany scored 5 goals in the first 29 minutes. By halftime, it feels like a dream that you just can't wake up from. The final score, Germany 7, Brazil 1. And it is the most shocking elite stage scoreline in modern football.
The Germany-Brazil game, and just seeing the Brazil fans, the emotions that they were going through, they were crushed.
They were crushed, and to be honest, it was a little bit of a weird feeling, because Brazil is a football home country.
The context made it even worse. Neymar was injured, Thiago Silva was suspended. The emotional weight of a home World Cup, well, that really put the pressure on Brazil. Germany at the time were ruthless. Brazil was unraveled, and the world watched a superpower take the heaviest punch in its history. And now we have to get on to the next one, the hand that changed a World Cup and started a cultural war. Number 2, Diego Maradona's Hand of God. It was Mexico City of 1986. The quarterfinal against England. A high ball, a leap, a header from Diego Maradona, and it goes past the keeper. The goal is there, but then came the protests and the replay after. So many players on the field were confused, but the fans watching at home saw it all. Diego Maradona punched the ball past the goalkeeper. Minutes later, he scores the goal of the century. So in one game, Diego Maradona somehow scored 2 of the most famous goals in World Cup history. The Hand of God remains the ultimate football controversy, a blend of cunning, audacity, and theater that split the sport's moral compass. Was it cheating? Was it destiny? Well, Argentinians saw payback and poetry. Many in England saw theft.
He said it was the hand of God. I said it was the hand of a rascal.
No, it's not cheating. He knew he'd cheated, and the hand of God was the biggest load of nonsense of all time, and just added to the irritation.
I couldn't reach it, and Shilton was already there, so I couldn't head it, so I did like that.
And everyone just saw a moment in history that is still remembered till this very day. Now at number 1, we have the greatest comeback in a Champions League final ever. Number 1, Liverpool's Istanbul comeback, 3-0 down to champions of Europe. The match happened in Istanbul. AC Milan were a machine at the time. Paolo Maldini scoring in the first minute, Crespo adding 2 more before halftime, 3-0 at the break in a Champions League final. It felt like a formality because at the time, AC Milan was basically the best team in the world. Then the game bent into legend. In the 54th minute, Steven Gerrard's header ignites belief. Then the 56th minute, Vladimir Smitser lashes in from distance. The 60th minute, Xabi Alonso slams home the rebound after a penalty is saved. 3-3 in 6 minutes. Extra time brought survival football and one of the greatest saves ever. Jerzy Dudek's double stop on Shevchenko from point-blank range. This is the kind of moment that you still see in slow motion in your head. Penalties followed. Dudek's spaghetti legs, Shevchenko denied, and Liverpool crowned European champions. It wasn't just a comeback. It reset what was possible on a night when tactics, psychology, and will flipped a final on its head. Shock, but the joyous kind. The kind that supporters travel a lifetime to witness.
You know, he said the game wasn't over, and he put a lot of belief into us, and we knew if we scored early, we could change the game. But credit to AC Milan as well. I mean, they were fantastic first half. They outplayed us, but second half, we thought we were the better team.
How long are these celebrations going to be, boys?
I'm going to bend it for about a week, I think.
Now guys, it's your turn. What moment did we miss on? What was your number one? Drop your picks in the comments below. And guys, if you want more content like this, then give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those bell notifications. And I will catch you next time right here on the Footy Zone.